Nigerian president and the House of Rep has just confirmed that Biafra referendum voting is on the way. They are now crying and crying out, saying that no, they thought that the US Department was working with them. How come did they now go to their back and do this thing? If we remain in the path that we are going now, we're going to be very, very victorious. Very, very victorious, I must say. This is no longer the time to look at things and begin to twist the narrative. We must be very conscious and very speedily working without doing anything but making sure that everybody is covered. Well covered. Now I must say this. As we continue the paths that which we have, let's equally be guided. Because one thing will lead to another thing, and another thing will lead to another thing, and another thing will lead to another thing. We must not take our words for granted, because the truth of the matter is that where we are headed, there is a lot of misunderstanding that is already going on. A lot of misunderstanding is already going on. So let's be guided. Let's be guided with full force, full speed, and what matters more. As we continue to look at ourselves and see the victory that we possess, and now that the zoo is already crying, we must at the same time hold ourselves together and tell ourselves the truth. It is time to be victorious. They are now crying because we are now winning. When they were winning, they were laughing at us. They said that we don't know what we are doing. But truth be told, we know everything that we are doing. It's nothing but the truth. Because this is the way we can let ourselves know the truth, and the truth will set us free. The House of Rep are now saying that they don't even saw this thing coming. And they realize that the man that they called Mazi Simon Eba is bigger than their expectation. And that is why I will say it. We have to continue in every part that means well. And that is why we have to come together and continue to help ourselves in different motives, in different figures. Because that's the only way we can grow big. No matter how they try to twist the whole thing, however way they want to put this whole thing, our word and expectations must be valid. And that is why I said to myself, this is no longer the time to look at ourselves and tell ourselves lies. We are now victoriously in the eyes of everyone. And nobody can stop this win. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. Good news, good news, good news. Good news, good news, good news. Biafran referendum voting has been approved by the United Nations, to Israel, to Russia, and the US department, a part of the US, a part, not all. Hey, you just heard that one of the biggest companies of British has been kicked out of Nigeria. I'll give you updates. Biafra self-referendum early and advanced voting starts in February 2024. In addition to data collection, there will be a state-by-state voting which will kick off by February 2024. The Biafra government in our government, and we no go gree for anybody. But Tobago, four powerful countries has approved the immediate voting, the Biafra referendum voting, which was almost hijacked by some zoo terrorists. You see, I have said it over and over and again. We cannot continue to pretend that we don't have a place called home. You don't understand. The politicians are doing everything possible to drown this very country. Everything humanly possible. Everything that they can do, they are doing it to make sure that this very country goes down. But Biafrans have been fighting 60 years ago. We will not go down with these people. They want to go down, but we are not going to go down with them. We will not allow them to take us down. We have been fighting. We have been refusing. We said no, we will not go green. We will not go down. They will not take us down. Stories upon stories upon stories, and they are insisting that they have to take us down. It is not possible. I won't Igbo. Without the Igbos, they would have Islamized Nigeria. It's a simple thing. You can argue with yourself, argue with your fathers and your grandfathers. That is just the truth. Without us in the history of this country, by now, Africa would have been gone. That is why they keep saying, when Nnamdi Kanu was still in charge, he said that Igbos are the ones that would liberate Africa. And they know. That is why you have so much tension around. You have the British soldiers here, you have the US embassy, you have this, you have that, you have everywhere. Everything around Igbo land. And they know why they are holding Igbo land. What do we need militaries for? Igbo land is the most peaceful place you can be in the entire Nigeria. In the entire Nigeria is the most peaceful. But no, they have found a way to hijack that part. That is what the Biafran government are fighting now and saying, this hijack that you people did, you have not succeeded yet. And that's just the pure truth. They haven't succeeded yet. We must enable ourselves to that very open doors where everybody must understand the game that these people are playing. Play along with them, and before you know it, they will get confused. There's no two ways about it. They'll get confused, they'll get worried, and they'll be kicked out. So the bigger energy that we have been spreading for long will now be obvious in their eyes. Let's get prepared. As we have come a long way to understand all these theories, we will again see ourselves in this new era. That our word has now been accepted by countries that matters. What will I say? Keep doing what you are doing. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is looking at you. Like play. Everything will play out.